Hey there, family. Just wanted to follow up with where I left off in the video, and this is with regards to some people who are asking if it is okay to practice voodoo, hoodoo, obia, necromancy, divination, basically witchcraft. Whichever name you try to put it as, that's what it is. It's rebellion, it's sorcery, it is against the Most High. But let's get into this. So people were saying that our people practiced these things. Now, I don't profess to know all things, but the fact that this is specifically of the alley that the Most High has been leading me towards towards preaching against or coming up against, I'll say for a fact that those are the very things that got us into this position. Traditions and cultures that you adapted to or adopted from the heathens and your oppressors, and then you think that it's more powerful than your Yah. That is how we got into this lowly place, and this is why we couldn't get out of that 400-year prophecy or this 400-year captivity, because some of us are that hard-headed. The fact that they took the very same practices that got us into this mess in the first place showed the stiff-necked people that we are, that our people are. Okay, despite all the warnings, despite everything, they still practiced it. They still took it with them. And then if you don't have any knowledge, because scripture constantly it says this, that you perish, our people perish because of lack of knowledge. Our people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. So when you begin to listen to a man and a woman who are not being led by the Ruach HaKodesh and are being led by their own sinful ways, then you are bound to hit up into some roadblocks and into a very nasty place. Because, brothers and sisters, voodoo, hoodoo, necromancy, divination, psychic powers, mediums, whatever it is, the consultation of dead things. We kind of touched on this, that what you worship, you become. It eventually comes back around to collect. And some use the Haitian Revolution as a prime example. Now, one thing I always say, brothers and sisters, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. Okay? And that's why I have to constantly be repenting, because no matter what, we're still in this imperfect state. Right? But the knowledge based off of the Most High's scriptures and perfect word is that anything that contradicts his word, rebellion, sorcery, it's against him. And Deuteronomy 28 tells you who fits the curses. Our brothers and sisters in Haiti, in the Caribbean, in parts of Africa, South America, scattered to the four corners of the world, those are the ones who fit the curses. And no matter how many times I know about the Haitian Revolution and Toussaint Louverture, because I told y'all that I do love to study history. I love history. I just drawn to it. But they were very successful. Our people are a formidable, resistant set. Yes, we get worn down, but no one else could go through what we went through and still be here. Let's just be real. However, the curses of Deuteronomy 28 has not missed our Haitian brothers and sisters, Because before you go out and you go and listen to any man or woman that tells you to go and consult any dead spirits, a contradiction to a living God, everything he's told you not to do, go do the research. Go look at Haiti for yourself. Haiti just had a monster of an earthquake or natural disaster. What I'm trying to say to you, brothers and sisters, if you truly are independent and truly victorious and free, and these curses from Deuteronomy 28 are not affecting you, you don't have to depend on no colonizer to pay you money to build up back your country. Okay, I'm not saying this to be facetious or rude. Truth is truth. Facts are facts. Haitians have been hit hard. Okay? And yes, they had that moment. They rose up. But in the situation that they're in right now, it still shows that no man will buy you. They rose up. They did what they could. But when that disaster happened, you had all these United Nations and all these other people from wherever flying in. Mind you, me, some of them ran off with the money instead of giving it to them. But that just showed you that if you still have to depend on the colonizer in order to rebuild, in order to help your economic state, brothers and sisters, we are not out of the woods. So if that is what you're basing going to voodoo and hoodoo on, or someone else said that because the colonizers, they also practiced it on us, red flag again. Where did we say our people got these practices from? These paganistic, ritualistic, wicked practices from? From them. They are no different from the heathens. They're all united. Edom done spread that seed all around. He done spoiled nations. He done, all over. So they're all in one heathenistic basket. If they're practicing it and someone tells you because they practiced it, you should do it too, it goes along with what we were talking about with running towards their gods, their guns, their weapons, their thinking pattern. Most High called them a foolish nation. Okay? Because they depend on their external weapons. Our weapons are inward. Because the greater is he, and it's greater than their worldly weapons. But we have to know how to access it. And it comes from being righteous. It comes from closing up any gaps or scratches or any leaks, any cracks within our armor or within ourselves. Taking away any legalities the enemy might have to enter into our lives and cause or wreak havoc. And just like going and consulting the dead things. Because based off of the Haitian Revolution or Jamaican Revolution or whatever other revolution, don't get me wrong, they are our brothers and our sisters, but we're all in the same boat. Okay? Do some research. If that is what you want to do, and the people based it off of Haiti, then go look at Haiti. They should be prospering. Luscious and beautiful. No dependent on any outside forces. Do your research. Don't let somebody lead you, because you're also, once again, allowing them to lead you down to damnation. Do your due diligence. Because these things will come back for a relative. They want something, a pound of flesh, in return for whatever it is that they're doing. You can't fight evil with evil and expect to win. You dance with the devil and wonder why your whole life is going to hell. That's you. But we've been saying this till we're blue in the face. Not to go the way of the heathen. When that person said that they were doing hoodoo, voodoo, obia, necromancy, medium work, psychics, necromancy, divination. I said necromancy before, sorry. But all of those things, sorcery, witchcraft, that is up their alley. That is what they use, and that is why the Most High rejected them and left them to their reprobate nature. So if you want to be rejected and you want to be a part of them, then okay. That's the sure way for you to go. And this is what happens when you trust in man and not God. You start doing all the things that is wrong. They're going to lead you down a slippery slope. You shouldn't have to, if you still need the colonizers' money and pay, and for them to keep you afloat. Because as much as people like to say, "Oh, get your own business," or who do you think, who do you think the money comes from? This is why I sit down and you'll see people talk about get your own money, get your own community so the money circulates. Sweetheart, have you not seen Black Wall Street? Have you not seen all this stuff down to the money comes from them? You know, the money with the pyramid signifying you are still in your captivity comes from them. It circulates and goes right back into their pockets. Those businesses you're trying to set up starts with them. You don't have nothing in your captivity, brothers and sisters. So a lot of people are like, I don't want to leave. This is the only home I know. My people build this up. This is your captivity. You're still a slave. That's that mindset. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying to leave. I said wait on the Most High's direction. But our people, there's a lot of our people who are still in that mindset. They're not ready to go. They're not ready to follow the Lamb wherever he goes. They want to go listen to a man or a woman who go and tell them that, look, the heathens used that on our ancestors. So you should do it too. Oh my goodness. Ask them how they're doing. I'm pretty sure they're also dependent on the colonizers for a paycheck. Even if it's YouTube, even if it's their job that they're at, let's just be real, honey. Shake about that strong delusion. We're not out the woods yet. So you be very careful when somebody decides, yeah, they might come with their nice, they always come, they love bomb you, make it seem like they have your best interest at heart. They did it to the Native Americans, came bearing gifts, you know. They do that. They love bomb you. They come with the idea of, oh, we come in peace. And then you ever saw that movie, but you go in pieces. But they bring destruction. Just like the scripture's always been saying, when they say peace comes sudden destruction. Because they are so duplicitous. They mean the opposite of what they say. That's why I try to tell y'all. That 666 is the same way how they like to demonize us. But I'm going to leave that alone for now. We're going to come back on that. But just let me touch on this real quick. Man was created on the 6th day. Number 6 is the number of carbon melanin. But hey, okay. They've been calling us 3/5 of a human and trying to call us beast for a long time. But oh, okay, we'll just, take that in. But anyway, brothers and sisters, I know they said, oh, they demonized the voodoo, but then you tell me that they also use it. If you understand that anything that consults dead spirits, all right, not everything that they use, should we say, unless the Most High directs you, then that's the way to go, basically. But yeah, that's all I got. I mean, do the research. We talked about it till we blew in our face about our people running to false gods and these dead things. He's not just talking about just the wood that can't move or talk back or do anything, or the golden calf or the silver or the stone. They're also connected to these demonic spirits, these entities. Once you lose your ground and you give place to the devil, then he lets his spirits come upon you. Because you start digging in his realm, you start going into his ground, and you give him full palsy power to wreak havoc on you. Because you've come out of the protective grace, the protection of the Most High. So be very careful and tread lightly and be wise. Anyway, brothers and sisters,